Hey everybody, welcome back to Champnsons and our Madden 23 franchise series, where we have got a heck of an episode for y'all today, and we will be starting out in game one against Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings here in a big time division rivalry. They beat us earlier on in the season, so we are going to have to take our shots and swing for the fences with every single play we get. If we're going to try to avenge that loss in Minnesota earlier on in the season. This should be a tough matchup, but it should be a fun one, so I can't wait for us to get into that. Now, while the players do come out onto the field, we're going to take a look at a little bit of the business side of things. And while we do, I just want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And if you do like today's video, give us a thumbs up, as it really does help out the channel. But first, we're going to start taking a look at some of the potential draft picks that we're going for. And the first one is going to be linebacker Alex Cunningham. Looking at his potential, he's got some great stats there as far as his awareness goes. Stamina, it's kind of lacking on that factor, but I do think it's something that it can definitely be improved on. And coming out of Auburn, he is projected right now still as a top 5 pick. And it's something that I think we can really capitalize on if he's able to drop to us with where we're at right now in the season. Now, still staying on the defensive side, but looking more at a middle linebacker position. Torrey Newhouse, he's a projected 1 to 2 pick. But overall, I think his ratings are pretty good. If you take a look at his acceleration, agility, and speed, which is a big time thing. His awareness, he's got an A for awareness. Stamina is kind of a B to C, but look at the tackle and zone coverage, both being at a B level. He's got coverage linebacker written all over him, which is kind of odd for a middle linebacker, but it's definitely something I think we can use with the way passes go over the middle against us, and those tend to be a little bit more successful than not. So something to keep in watch is to see about Torrey Newhouse coming out of Texas A&M. We'll have to follow that player a little bit. Now, staying in the linebacker section, looking at some of the right outside linebacker. First one is going to be Mr. P.J. Long out of Oklahoma. He has got a lot of great ratings. He's projected to be a round 1 pick. We do have 2 picks in the first round, so it's definitely possible for him to come to a 6'3", 251 linebacker. So his strength is elite. Now speed, not so much. Jumping, the other areas he kind of lacks a little bit, which is, I think, we're projected round 1, but he's really around 2 to 3 talent. But if you looked at some of those stats, he has a pretty good ceiling, which is something that we definitely will be looking for. But now that we've checked out some of our draft picks, let's go ahead and jump into our game here against the Vikings in the first quarter on our opening drive. And quickly, this is starting to turn a little bit nasty as the Vikings are going to get a roughing the passer penalty against us here, and that's going to give us a free first down to the 24-yard line. Now the next play, Chase is going to be in a shotgun, 3 wide to the left side. He's got the snap, scans over. He's going to fire it deep to the end zone for Hawkinson. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. T.J. Hawkinson on the reception in the end zone. Delivered beautifully. He got that separation he needed from the safety. And in reality, a lot of safeties are not going to be able to cover Hawkinson all that well, just with his size and his deceptive speed. He got the space, and that allowed it to make it a little bit easier throw for Chase coming in on that one. So we will take an early lead here at home, but Minnesota obviously gets the chance to have the ball back, and they are moving. Handing it off to Dalvin Cook to the left side, and he's going to be stopped for a 2-yard gain. Looking at his stats last week, kind of a slow game for him last week, 13 rushes for 58 yards. If we can kind of keep him contained in that same sense, we should do pretty well in this one. So 2nd and 8, they are at the Lions' 29-yard line, 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cousins is going to be in a shotgun formation, 4 wide here. He's got the snap. Pressure comes late. He fires it over to Thielen over the middle, and Anzalone is going to make the tackle. Cousins is 3 of 3 for 58 yards on this opening drive, so we're going to have to watch that passing game and start causing some incompletions. We haven't gotten a whole lot of pressure, so we are going to also have to change that and make that kind of a focus here, I think, going forward, which is going to be hard. Y'all remember Hutchinson is out with a torn labrum right now. So on 3rd and 3, he's going to fire it out on the quick out pattern to Thielen for a first down at the 17-yard line. They are now inside the red zone. And I mentioned Hutchinson being out. He did go out in the last episode with that torn labrum, so I'm hoping we can get him back before the end of the season. The way it's looking right now, though, it's definitely going to at least be a few weeks before he is able to return. Now with the Vikings having a 1st and 10 here at the Lions' 17-yard line. Still 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. This is the opening drive for the Vikings as well. And they're going to come out in a 3-wide set with a shotgun formation. Cook to the left side. Cousins looks over the defense. He's got the snap. Hands it off to Cook to the right side. He's got a big hole. And Elliott's going to come up and hit him, but not after he gains a big rush there, about 13 yards. Gets the Vikings down to the 4-yard line. And that's going to make it 1st and goal. Great blocking on that right side for the Vikings. Our defense just could not do anything with it. And Deshaun Elliott comes up and puts him to the turf. So now 1st and goal here for the Vikings at the 4. They're coming out in a power formation. Here they are, hand off to Cook. No, that's a play action, and he's going to be sacked. I thought they handed it to Cook, but Hamilton was not fooled. And he brings Cousins down for a sack at the 12-yard line. That was a big-time play right there, not biting on that play action. And Hamilton comes up with a big one to put Minnesota in a hole on their opening drive, as they were looking to try to get this game tied up, and now we've got ourselves a fighting chance here. So Detroit now having a 2nd and goal from the 12. Cousins with the snap, fires it to the left side, going for Jefferson, and that one's knocked up. Finally, we deflect a pass right there, and that is going to make it 3rd and goal here in Detroit. Minnesota 12 yards away after that first sack, as they have possession under center now. Cousins with 3 wide receivers in there, stacked up on the right, has the snap. Pressure comes up the middle. Harris chases him and brings him down. Cousins gets brought down for the sack at the 22-yard line. Harris just shot right past his man. Beautiful swim move. Pure speed on that one, and Cousins had nowhere to go with it. Harris brings him down, and that is going to force Minnesota into a field goal right here. And so our defense does bend, but it does not break, as we come up with 2 clutch sacks there on those goal-to-go situations, forcing it to be a 7-3 ball game. Now here we are a little bit further ahead at the start of the second quarter, handing it off to Swift off to the left guard, and he cuts it back up the middle for a gain of 3. He's got 41 yards on the afternoon so far with only 6 rushes, almost 7 yards per rush. So we're finally starting to open up some holes for him, which means this offensive line is starting to gel a little bit. Now they have gotten some, development boost just because of the big wins we've had over some teams, like over Green Bay before, and all that. We're playing pretty decent, so that's really helping us out as well, getting them developed. Now 2nd and 7 from the Viking 36-yard line. Chase under center. He hands it off to Swift to the left side. Big hole open. He lowers his shoulder, and DeAndre Swift picks up about another 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd and 1 at the 30-yard line here. Now you got it. I'm not sure it's 2-down territory, but it's worth thinking about. It's going to kind of depend on where we take our offense from this moment here in this play. So at the 30-yard line, leading by 4, so a field goal keeps it within 1 score, but I think, sometimes you don't want to get knocked out of field goal range either. So we're coming out under center, offset eyes. We have play action rolling out to the right. Chase drops it off to Kabinda, fullback, lowering his shoulder, and he's brought down, but he gains more than enough for the first down. Chase is 8 of 12 for 75 yards on the afternoon after that throw. Pretty decent stats for him so far. He's making a lot smarter choices than what he was before. And it looks like he's starting to see the field a lot better, which is something you want to see from your rookies. Now, he had a successful career at North Texas, so you can't be too surprised by his ability to kind of start turning things on here as he gets along in this rookie season of the NFL. So now at the 25-yard line, Chase is going to come out under center. 3 wide set. Reynolds close in on the right side. Hawkinson offset on the line. He calls a snap. Hands it off to St. Brown coming around. And St. Brown's not going to pick up any yards on that one. Thought they could have had him fooled there, but the defense read it perfectly and kind of stuffed us right in our tracks, and that's going to be 2nd and 10 now. Well, it says 24-yard line. We're basically at the 25, 24 and a half. Not enough to actually say we gained a yard. Now Chase is going to come out in the shotgun this time. We got 3 wide receivers set here. He scans over the defense, has the snap, hands it to Swift off the left side. He's breaking a tackle. Swift right up the gut, and he picks up a good about 9 yards on that one. Broke that first tackle, which is something he's starting to get better at. Beginning of the season, once again, he would go down pretty quick and easy if you blew on him the wrong way. But now he's fighting through these tackles, and he's become an incredibly effective back for us, especially ever since he got his development upgrade. Now 3rd and 1 here at the 15, looking to make a statement. Hand it off to Swift to the left side. He gets around the edge and picks up enough for the first down. That's going to make it 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line here. As Swift just had the good block, read that hole beautifully, and cut it outside to pick up the couple yards. He really only needed one, but he got the couple right there. And that was a big-time play to keep this drive alive here and try to extend our lead over these Vikings. Now, it looks like our offensive coordinator and coach are trying to figure out where they really want to do here in this type of situation. We cannot have a mistake, cannot have a turnover. And let the worst situation be you make a field goal. Don't be something stupid. So 1st and 10, we come out in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, has the snap. He's going to drop off on the screen pass. He's got blockers in front. Swift cuts it out to the right side, outside of his blockers. He had those 2 blockers right out in front of him. He cuts it outside, picks up 6 yards. A pretty solid gain there. You'd like to maybe if he followed his blockers a little closely, he probably could have gotten into the end zone. But hey, it is what it is at this point, and we'll take the 6 yards. 2nd and 4 from the 6-yard line. We can get a first down, and this is not a goal-to-go situation yet. So we have the capability just to get the first down. Now Chase is going to be in a shotgun. He's got 3 wide, bunched in on the right side there, and 1 to the left. Has a snap. He goes up the middle as the pressure gets to him, and the pocket collapses, and he goes down for the sack at the 13-yard line. Chase really with nowhere to go for it. Nobody was really open in that situation. He saw the pressure coming and tried to make a scramble move for it, but they shot up the gut right around our blockers. And, you know, there's all four defensive linemen for the Vikings in the backfield on that play. So that will bring up 3rd and 10 now from the 13-yard line. And this is going to be a big kind of play. Once again, we've talked about avoiding mistakes, making the smart throws. We have to be sure to do that here. Chase is under center. In bunch on the right side. 3 receivers set. Sharp to the left. Has the snap. Fires it to Reynolds coming across the field. And Reynolds is going to go down on that one after a gain of only a couple. But, hey, he does get, some positive yardage, and we don't turn the ball over. I know some of y'all might have noticed also Jamal Williams has not been in yet in this game, and that is because he is also hurt. He broke a finger in a practice session a couple weeks ago as well. Now we did have to settle for a field goal on that one. So 10-3, and we get the tip drill interception. Hughes with another one on the season. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What a play on that. Had the 1 touchdown lead. Minnesota coming back with it. Cousins under pressure. Throws it up. And it just missed his guy. I'm not sure if he's going after Thielen or Jefferson on that, but just a poor throw. Bounced off one defender and right into Hughes' hand, so he gets another interception on the year. And we have possession of the ball with a chance to make this a 2-score ball game. Now Chase drops back, steps into the pocket, fires it over the middle. He hits Hawkinson coming across the middle. Dangerous throw right there. Maybe he's being a little too confident. As the Vikings, we're not able to get in front of that one, and Hawkinson makes the catch and is brought down quickly right after that. But it is enough for a first down on that play. So big-time catch, big-time play. Got to keep the momentum going. Keep moving forward. Just under 9 minutes to go in the second quarter at the 25-yard line. We come out 3 tight ends to the right side. Chase is under center. Swift in the backfield. Has the snap. Pressure comes, and they're going to bring Chase down for a sack again. We bring 3 tight ends and send them out on a pass route, but they called a pretty good zone at that point, and the blitz got there before we could ever get a pass off. The pocket collapsed way too quickly, and they get back there and bring Chase down for the sack. That is another one here on the afternoon that has been kind of a problem for our offense this season. So we are going to have to make sure to keep that corrected and turned around. Now 2nd and 17, coming out in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left side. Chase has a snap, play action, drops back, fires it deep down the left side, got a man. Reynolds with the touchdown catch. Oh my goodness. Oh baby, oh baby. Reynolds had the speed. You cannot cover him with a linebacker. And Chase stands in under pressure and dropped that one in beautifully to Reynolds in the end zone. And that's going to give us a 2-score lead over the Vikings right here. What a play by this offense, going for the throat. And now a little later in the second quarter, after we force another turnover, Chase has a chance to throw it deep again. He goes for it and overthrows Reynolds once again down the left side. Chase getting a little cocky on those throws. The score is 17-3, and we do have possession within field goal range, but cannot play stupid. So 2nd and 10 here as Chase drops back. Fires it out to the left side on the screen pass. He's got Swift with one blocker, but he's brought down relatively quickly after a gain of 3 yards and is tackled at the 24-yard line here. 6.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Now Chase is going to come out in the shotgun. 3 receivers set. Hawkinson slot right. Everybody's in tight. Has the snap. They only bring 4. Nobody pressured. He throws it deep down the left side. He goes up and gets it. DJ Shark for the touchdown. Oh my goodness. Oh baby. Oh baby. A 50-50 ball to our prime receiver. And he pays off with a touchdown on that one. Risky throw, but that's what happens when you have big-time receivers for you. You trust him on that, and he comes down with a big catch and extends our lead to 3 scores in this ball game. Now here we are jumping forward to the third quarter. Scores 24-10. Kirk under pressure, and he fumbles it, and there's kind of a scramble as we actually recover it. We only had one guy get back there, and he brought Cousins down for the sack. But then no one else was there, so I guess he decided might as well just jump on this football like what in the hell. So 24-10 is the score after that turnover halfway through the third quarter. We do have possession of the ball now. So we hand it off to Swift to the right side, and he's going to get hit after about a gain of a yard. He's got 97 yards on 15 rushes so far in this one. A great afternoon going for him. All momentum is going our way. Now 2nd and 9. Chase in a shotgun. Has a snap. Play action. Stands in the pocket. Fires it deep down the left side. He's got a man. He's got Shark. He makes the catch. And they're going to call him down short of the end zone. You've got to be kidding me. They said he didn't get in. They called him down at the 1. But what a throw and catch. We are exposing their lack of speed. Beautiful play call. And Chase with the perfect loft through the air as he drops that one right in the basket of DJ Shark. And they can't believe they didn't call him for a touchdown on that. Shark has 93 yards on 4 receptions, but we are 1 yard away right here. And this can be a big one. We can start to shut this game down if we play it just right. Now Chase under center, power formation. Heavy set going here. Chase makes a change at the line. Has a snap. Play action. Drops it off to the left side, and that one's deflected down. Woo, saw his tight end coming across the field right there, but it gets knocked down instead. And that's going to make it 2nd and goal at the 1. That's the kind of mistake we cannot have happen. Lucky that one was not intercepted. So we're going to come out in that heavy goal line formation once again after that incomplete pass. 1 yard away from pay dirt. Hand it off to Swift, pushing forward, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. Oh my goodness. Oh baby. Oh baby. DeAndre Swift is going to add on to our lead here to make it a 3-score ball game. And that was a big one for us. That is a momentum builder. That is one where we can start to maybe look to finish off this Vikings team early on in this game. And in fact, that is exactly what would happen. We would shut them down. Their defense, would not be able to stop us. Their offense would become practically useless and we became a kind of a turnover machine type of day. As we beat them out by 38 points. 48-10 is the final score at home. Once we had momentum on our side and everything was rolling, nothing could stop us. You see Cousins threw 4 interceptions. He was pressured 12 times, which is actually less than what we were pressured, but we just made the smarter play out of it. And that is going to lead us here to our next game of this episode. We have traveled to MetLife Stadium to take on Zach Wilson and the New York Jets. He's got 3,200 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions on the season. So I guess fairly decent season for his standards at this point in the year. Now, we have got ourselves back on the winning side here, right? So we were 6-6 going into the Vikings game. Now we're 7-6, looking to try to get a 2-game win streak happening. That would be incredibly huge for us, especially going further in the season. Now, we're actually going to start this one out with the Jets having possession of the ball in the second quarter. We are leading 7-3 in this one. They hand it right up to Breece Hall, and he's going to get stopped after a few yards, and that's going to make it 3rd and 3 at the Lion 34-yard line. Wilson comes in under center. Multiple tight ends on this one. 2 to the left. Hands it off to Hall up the middle, and Anzalone stands him up. Anzalone plays tough on that one. Stands up the rookie Breece Hall and puts him to the turf for a 2-yard loss. And that's going to force the Jets to try to kick a field goal to get within 1 point on this one. As they have it, and the snap is up, and they kick, and it's blocked. Harris blocks it. Elliott picks it up. No one's going to catch him. 20-10, touchdown Lions. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Special teams strikes here in New York, as that will extend out our lead to be 14-3. What a beautiful block by Harris coming off the edge. Then Elliott finishes it off with a long run into the end zone, and would make it 14-3. Now a little later in the second quarter, after the Jets scored a touchdown, the score is 14-10. As we throw that one up under pressure just to avoid the sack, and it's almost intercepted, but also almost caught. However, it does fall incomplete. 4.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. We do lead 14-10. At the 34-yard line, Chase has the snap, drops it out to Reynolds coming across the field. He's hit and brought down after a gain of 5 yards. Chase is 9 of 15 for 71 yards on the afternoon. So, it's all right. Not the greatest, but hey, he hasn't turned it over yet. So 3rd and 5. Chase drops back. Pressure comes. He fires it. He's got Swift, who makes the catch. Tossed it up, and they couldn't. Just lofted it to him. Saw the linebacker was covering Swift, and he's obviously got more speed than the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And Chase dropped that one in there. I normally would not recommend floating one up like that in this kind of secondary, but they had to cover sharp. By the time they realized what was happening, it was too late. So 1st and goal from the 6. Chase drops back, rolls out to the right, nowhere to go with it, tries to throw it away, and he's going to be sacked. He tried to throw it away, and Carter gets in there to bring him down for the sack at the 18-yard line. That is going to be a 12-yard loss. 2nd and goal now from the 18. That was a major mistake. Right there, we cannot have things like that happen, especially when playing on the road. So 2nd and goal, chasing the shotgun, 3 wide. Hawkinson slot right, hands it to Swift, cuts it to the left, cuts it outside, Swift into the end zone, touchdown Lions. Oh my goodness. Oh baby, oh baby. He had the hold of the left, and then that last little slight move going further to the outside, and his speed was too much to overcome as he cuts it out and walks into the end zone untouched here in this one. Now we are going to jump ahead to the 4th quarter. The score is 26-16. We're trying to shut this game down as we throw it to Reynolds, and they jump that route, and they're going to get that interception. You've got to be kidding me. We had Reynolds open. He doesn't come in a little closer like we were hoping once we threw it, and the Jets intercept it, and that is going to give them a shot as they try to drop off the screen pass, and that one falls incomplete, making it 2nd and 10. So with that turnover, need to try to hold them to a field goal right here. Wilson comes out in the shotgun. Multiple receivers. He drops back, fires it over to the right, and that's going to be caught, and he's brought down almost immediately after making that catch. So now they come out 3rd and 3 under center. 2 tight ends or 2 receivers to the left side. Wilson, play action. And he fires it off, and he finds his man coming across the field. Zach Wilson hits his target, and that's going to be a first down right there. 1st and goal actually at the 2-yard line. That was Moore coming across the field as he makes that catch. So trailing by 10, they are 6 feet away from cutting into it as they have a play action, and Hamilton's going to bring down Wilson. Hamilton did not bite on that play action at all, was not fooled, and he brings Wilson down. Our players have started to get a lot better with their awareness, especially coming off that edge. Before, it seemed like earlier in the season we were biting hard on that play action, but not so much anymore. And our defense is paying dividends for that learning. So 2nd and goal from the 10. Wilson hands it off to Breece Hall up the middle. He's hit after a gain of a few yards. Anzalone with the main tackle right there, but Anzalone and Board both team up to bring him down. And that's going to make it 3rd and goal now from the 7. We still lead here by 10, trying to hold him out of the end zone. Wilson in a shotgun formation. He sends his running back out wide left now. He's all alone. Has the snap. Pressure can't get there. Fires it over the middle, and that's going to be caught for a touchdown. You've got to be kidding me. Too easy of a score. Braxton Berrios coming across the field. Found the spot in the zone and makes the touchdown catch. So they cut into it, making it 26-23. And here we are coming right back at them. This game is starting to be a little bit of a shootout as we fire it to Reynolds coming across the field right there. He picks up 8 yards with that reception. Chase is struggling from the pocket. I mean, he's got a couple 100 yards, but he's thrown that interception. Hasn't been all that effective on offense as it stands right now. So 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line. Chase in a shotgun, hands it off to Swift up the middle. Big hole. Powering forward. Swift is finally brought down at about the 13-yard line there. He's got 104 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. So a good afternoon for him, and really that's what has allowed us to have this lead and kind of stay in it. His 2 touchdowns and 4 field goals being kicked. Now after that big run, 1st and 10, we're going to come out in a shotgun with 3 receivers set. Everybody's in close. So we have a snap. Fire it across the middle to Reynolds. He uses speed, cuts it outside, and he's brought down after a gain of about 9 yards on that one, all the way down to the 4. There's just under 7 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. And I think we can try to put this game out of touch if we can get a touchdown. Now 2nd and 1 from the 4. Chase in a shotgun, 3 receivers. They bring a blitz. Picked up well. He fires it over to Shark. He's got the touchdown. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. DJ Shark coming across on that slant pattern. They brought the blitz up the middle, which opened that lane up, and it was kind of close. That safety was closing in quick, but Chase does fire that one in, and that's going to be caught for the touchdown to extend out our lead. Now New York would come back and score a touchdown, and then we would not do anything with it, which forced us to give the ball right back to them. As they are on the move, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the 1.5-minute mark. We only lead by 3 points, 33-30. The Jets fire that one over, and they trip themselves up on that one. 2 guys were both pretty much open for the most part, but they run into each other and trip themselves up, falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now at the 49-yard line. Now Wilson drops back, scrambles out to his left side, fires it over to a man who looked out of bounds, but they're going to give it to him anyways, and it's under 2 minutes, so the booth is the only one who can call a review on that play. Should be 3rd and 10, but it's 3rd and 6. Things not going our way. Wilson fires it across the middle. He's going to hit his man, but Hughes puts him to the turf relatively quickly. Just too bad he couldn't have been there to stop that pass. 1st and 10 now. They fire it off to Berrios, and Anzalone hits him hard. And they are going quick. They still have 3 timeouts, but they are on the move. They have everything going their way as Wilson throws another one to the left side. He's 33 of 43 for 285 yards so far. And they have a 3rd and 2 now. 48 seconds remaining from the Lions' 28-yard line. Wilson calling some shifts here at the line. 3rd and 2. Has the snap. Fires it out to the right side. He's got his tight end right there. That's going to bring him down for a 1st and 10 at the 17. The Jets finally use their first timeout. 3-point lead. They are in field goal position, so we need to let the worst situation be. Let it just be we take it to overtime. Don't do anything stupid to lose this game. As Wilson fires it over the middle, Berrios wide open. He's hit hard and put down, but they let him get it to the 6-yard line. 27 seconds remaining. New York has just used their second timeout. They're in a shotgun formation now. Wilson hands it off to their running back up the middle, and he's going to be brought down quickly as they have to go hurry up. 16 seconds remaining. They have the snap once again. Pressure comes. He fires it to the right, and it's knocked out of their receiver's hands. Woo! He had his man, and it looked like it got in his hands, but I'm not sure if that was Hughes that knocked it out or Iquara, but one of them did. Knocked it out of the hands and brought up 3rd and goal. Handed off to Breece Hall. Makes a cut left. And he's going to be tackled short. He does not get in the end zone. And the Jets use their final timeout with 5 seconds remaining in this one. We hold our lead for now, 33-30, and force them to kick a field goal. They're going to have to try to tie this thing up and send it to overtime. And that kick is up. And it is going to be good. Our defense held together. We lost all momentum in that. Offense became ineffective at the end of the quarter after that touchdown to give us the lead at 33-23. But the Jets came storming back, and this game is tied as we are going into overtime. And looking at the coin toss, we've won the coin toss. We are going to be receiving, obviously. Everybody knows the rules. You get a touchdown, game over. Field goal, they get a shot. Turnover, at that point, everybody, hey, first person score. Outside of that. So here we go with overtime. 10-minute period. As they come on and they boot that one, it's going to go deep into the end zone. Benson, who's got speed, he's going to bring it out. Benson has a hold of the left. He's got an opening in front of him. No one's going to catch him at the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown Lions. Game over. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Trinity Benson, 109-yard kickoff return for the victory here in New York in overtime. Taking it to the house. Beautiful setup from 109 yards out, and that is going to give us the win. What a victory that was. That puts us on a couple-game win streak right there. We really needed that coming into this point of the season here at the end, fighting for a possible number 7 spot in the playoffs. We come through, get the win. What a way to do it also, I have to admit. Did not ever thought a kick return for a touchdown would be how we'd pull this one off, especially once we got to overtime. But we are able to do it. Our defense, we obviously see some things we need to fix. We did have the one turnover happening, only threw for 196 yards. Our offense was rather limited for the most part in the game, so we are going to have to fix that going forward. But, hey, take it for what it is, be able to accept and enjoy the win the way we got it. That was a great way to do it. Now, with that, we are going to head into just doing some basic player upgrades. And while we do that, I just want to remind y'all once again to hit the subscribe button if you have not already, and to give us a thumbs up if you did enjoy today's video. And also hit that little bell notification icon to be notified of all Champnsons content as we go along with our Madden, our college football, and we're looking to start a racing series soon as well. So on that note, thank y'all for joining us, and definitely thank y'all for all the support y'all have shown the channel here recently. We're edging up to 200 subscribers. That's crazy, and I can't show y'all enough gratitude for everything that y'all have done for us and how grateful I truly am. So on that note, everybody, the next episode will be the final episode of the regular season. We'll have to see what happens in that one, final 3 games. But I will see y'all then. So thank y'all for joining. And as always, everybody stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.